Willie loved cruising on his steamboat. He would visit various places and help out the locals, transporting their animals wherever they were needed. One day, he was trying to hoist a cow onto the boat, but it was being particularly difficult. As he was hoisting it up, he got a face full of milk from her udder. Willie felt a surge of anger, but he was a gentle and patient fellow, so he took a deep breath and continued to load the cow. One day, he welcomed a pretty mouse on board the boat. As she was getting on the boat, she tripped and stumbled, her short skirt lifting as she swung her leg to regain balance. Willie noticed this, and his eyes twinkled. They started talking and found they got on well. Very quickly, a relationship started to develop that quickly blossomed into something more. Millie joined Willie on his adventures. They would now travel together, visiting wonderful new places. And it was on one of these visits that everything went wrong. After an argument, Millie went for a walk on the new island they were visiting. Many hours passed, and when she did not return, Willie decided to go and find her. To his shock, he found her talking to the captain of another boat, a big cat that looked very angry when he saw Willie approaching them. When Willie tried to take Millie away, the cat gave him a kick, sending him flying into a bucket filled with some sort of goo, which splashed its contents all over him. The cat laughed and walked away with Millie. Willie could feel the pulse in his head, and suddenly a blood vessel burst in his head, flooding his eyes with red. In a rage, he started to make his way back to his boat, but got distracted by a duck that was quacking at him as he walked past. He stopped and grabbed it by the neck and squeezed it as hard as he could. As he was discarding the unconscious bird, he noticed a man up a ladder repairing a window. In his rage, he looked for the biggest stone he could find and threw it at the man, knocking him off the ladder. He fell to the floor and did not move. Willie felt good. The hurt he was inflicting seemed to dull the hurt he was feeling, although he could feel a horrible stinging along his back. As he went on his way, he heard a thumping sound and went to investigate. A man was cutting logs with a giant axe. Willie jumped on the man, wrenching the axe from his hand and sinking it deeply into his chest. As he did so, he felt a horrible pain on his own body as spikes tore through his skin in his rage. Whatever was in that bucket had caused a change in his body. Dizzy and confused, Willie got back to his boat and cast off. In his dazed condition, he scraped the entire side of his boat against the rocks on the shore. It scratched and dented the boat, but luckily, the hull remained intact. And so, Willie embarked on a rage-fueled journey, taking revenge on people he had never met for something they didn't do, feeling a little less pain every time he inflicted it on others, then starting it all over again. It turned out that all it took was a broken heart to turn this friendly, helpful mouse into an uncaring monster that wanted nothing more than revenge and wouldn't stop until he got it.